There we are. Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you all had a good weekend and hopefully you're all ready for some more Elder Scrolls Marathon, now featuring Oblivion. Oh wait, is my camera a bit... wait. No, it's fine I think. Alright, whatever. As you might have noticed, I messed a bit with the stream layout. I'm trying to figure out a way to not cover up any information, whatever. I think this is good. If something is not right, please let me know. Also, in terms of the audio, I've messed up. Not messed up, or maybe I have. I mixed around with the settings, so hopefully things sound better now. Whatever. We're playing Oblivion now, not Morrowind, and this is kind of cool for many reasons. This was my very first Elder Scrolls game ever. So Oblivion has a very special place in my heart. It was like one of the first RPGs I ever played in my entire life, and I absolutely love this game. Like, for sure, there's a big nostalgia factor for me personally, but I still think the game is very good based on its own merits. And also, we're playing a game that hopefully will not crash as often or like cause technical hiccups as with the Morrowind playthrough. But yeah, I'm really excited. Let's just check out the options real quick. We're playing on master difficulty. Like, when I did a few test streams, not streams, but like recordings, like this weekend, I kind of felt like this was a bit easier than vanilla Oblivion. Like, I might be wrong. Like, if the remaster is easier than vanilla, please let me know. Like, it's not really gonna matter in any way, shape, or form, because we're gonna totally abuse the mechanics of this game. To just completely dominate whatever the game has in store for us. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let's start a new game. And hopefully you won't mind that I'm skipping like a lot of the dialogues and stuff. Like basically exactly what I did with Morrowind. I played this game before. I think many people have. So hopefully it won't like mess up the experience. If anyone wants me to like not skip the dialogue, please let me know and I'll start like listening to it and stuff. Especially now that we have voice acting. Now we're gonna create a new character with this brand new character creation screen. What race are we gonna play this time? Last time we played the Breton. Mainly because of the Breton's inherent like magicka pool increase, or now I'm like referring back to the Morrowind playthrough. Like the magical resistance and the increased magicka pool of the Breton was really nice. But things are different in Oblivion. Your magicka automatically regenerates, much like your stamina, or fatigue as it's called. And that's kind of a huge difference. We're no longer reliant on just chugging mana potions over and over again. That being said, it still doesn't like change the fact that I think the Breton is the best race still in Oblivion 2. At least for the kind of playthrough that I'm going for. Which is also gonna be like magic based. So Breton or High Elf is the most obvious choices. But there are some like cool things you can do on this screen. I've noticed that's different. You can press the F key and you can see like the stats that you get from all the races, as well as the skills. And I don't think this was in the vanilla version of Oblivion, so this is really handy. And here we can get an overview of all the races and figure out which attributes that's most important to us. And for this particular playthrough, willpower will be the most important attributes. And there are only 2 races that start with 50 willpower, and the other options being Orc. The reason why I'm not going with Orc is because of their skills. You get more points in like Conjuration, Illusion, Destruction, like all the magic skills basically if you're playing as a Breton. Well, not all of them, but some of them. Also, a difference between this game and the vanilla version is the origin system. This will change a few stats. As you can see, we're moving from strength to speed, or rather 40. We're making a choice between 40 speed or 30 strength, or vice versa. Now this is kind of interesting, because this was actually related to the gender you played as before, but now they've turned it into the origin system, and you know, the gender you play can be whatever you want. So we're gonna play as a high-rock character. This is equivalent to a female, I think, from the vanilla game. And that's because strength is basically useless for us during this run. Well, it's not useless per se. It will have an effect in the tutorial and also like affect your carry weight. And that's kind of nice. But overall, I think that the run will be more expedient, well, if we have higher speed. Alright, so with that being said, let's click the randomize appearance button a couple of times. There we go. Beautiful beast. And let's just get going. I'm not gonna worry that much about the appearance of our character. Just call ourselves Mad Sevid, and yeah, we're gonna play. Now, I haven't actually finished a playthrough on the remastered version of Oblivion yet. So I'm kind of excited to see all the graphical changes like throughout the run and see what's new. I mean, already you can see that the game looks absolutely stunning, at least comparison to the vanilla version.
Go ahead.
And we still have this guy, I've totally forgotten his name, who always insults you no matter the race you pick. But yeah, I'm just gonna stand here in the corner because I know that the guards will want me to do that eventually.
You're not leaving this prison till they throw your body in the lake. Oh, that's right.
But even though I haven't like finished a playthrough of Oblivion in the remastered version, I have played a bit of it. As I mentioned earlier, I did like a few like tests, not like complete runs, but you know, just messing about with mechanics and stuff before today, I guess. So I have noticed that there are a few differences between this game and the vanilla version. Like none of them are that major, so like all the strats I'm using and whatnot can probably be copied into the vanilla version of the game.
No sign of pursuit, sir.
I'm referring to things like sprinting and stuff like that. Hello.
I've seen you.
It's kind of cool that you get to meet like Uriel Septim. If I remember correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong here, I'm pretty sure that Uriel Septim is the emperor during the events of Morrowind, and like he's the one who's sending you to Vardenfell to become Nervarine and stuff like that. So, but you know, you never see him, right? In Morrowind, it's kind of cool that you know you get to see him now in this game. Even though he will just, you know, have a fairly minor appearance. I guess this is the spoiler. Like, I'm gonna assume that everyone who watches, like, have played Oblivion before. And again, like, if that's not the case, like, please let me know, and I will, like, refrain from skipping dialogue and doing, like, story spoilers. Like, I will pay way more attention to the story. Alright, so the first thing we want to do here is switch over to Flare. Like, this is a range spell that everyone starts with. This is a bit different from Morrowind, where you only start with, oh crap, with magic if you choose a class that's, you know, related to magic. Also, this game has a proper tutorial, unlike Morrowind. And I think this is a good thing, personally, because Morrowind is a fairly complicated game, or can be, like, depending on your difficulty and stuff like that. So having a tutorial to teach you the ropes is probably a good thing, and I'm actually kind of happy that they've included the tutorial in this game. But it also causes some issues. Given that you have to play through the tutorial, you won't be able to like choose a class or like travel about the world and whatever, like you can in Morrowind. Which means that the tutorial is probably like one of, if not the most dangerous place in this entire playthrough, because you don't have any like spells or skills or gear or whatever. Like, you only have what the game like throws at you. So the first like exploit kind of thing that I figured out you can do here is just standing up on a ledge, and these rats won't reach you basically, and you can easily dispatch these guys. I mean, you can probably like just fight them honorably as well. But you know, if I have the option to make the encounter a bit easier, then why not? Let's also make sure that we loot everything that's valuable. Like as I said, my strength level isn't that high, so I'm gonna run out of inventory space in the not too distant future. But we'll get to that point when we get to it. Alright, so we also have another rat right there that we need to deal with. And now that we have a shield, we can actually equip it and deal with it without actually using fireballs or flare. Did I miss much? Just home from the office. You haven't missed much Soup of the Week, and thank you so much for tuning in. We have just started, as you can see. We are in the tutorial of Oblivion. And we have killed a grand total of 3 rats at the moment. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. How has your day been so far, Soup of the Week, and your weekend? Also, another thing that's new in this game is clairvoyance. This is a skill, I think, that like shows you where to go. Yeah, just like this. Yeah, this is completely new. This does not exist in vanilla. I don't think I'm gonna use it, but you know, it's cool that it's there. Alright, so let's continue on just looting and getting through these early parts of the game. Oh man, the new lockpicking system. I say new, I mean it's been around forever, but it's new compared to Morrowind. Doing well, thanks. And yourself, by the way, which race are you playing as? We are playing as a Breton. I've randomized the appearance a bit, like this is not my creation. But yeah, we are playing as a Breton yet again. Because spells are gonna be very important for the strategy I'm gonna do. And also, I'm doing well, thank you so much for asking. I've been really happy and excited to play this game. As I said before, this is my very first Elder Scrolls game. So it's very near and dear to me. And I'm really happy to play a remastered version. Especially since like I haven't actually finished an entire playthrough yet of Oblivion Remastered, so this will actually be my first one. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some light inventory management before we go through this door, and let's just get to it, I guess. It's also, like, although Morrowind is very good in many ways, let's also equip flare. I kind of prefer the melee combat of Oblivion, because now you can actually, you know, actually block an attack and not just have a chance of blocking an attack. And when you swing your weapon, you will actually deal damage, like if you see your weapon like touch your opponent. I mean, in terms of like mechanics, this game is way simpler than Morrowind, and for good and ill, for good and bad. Let's just drop the iron cuirass and these things. But like the visual feedback, I guess, I think it's a bit better in Oblivion. Again, like every praise I give Oblivion should probably be taken with a grain of salt, given that, again, this is my very first Elder Scrolls game. Like, of course I'm gonna have a very high opinion of this game. I mean, I love all Elder Scrolls games, as I've said before. But you know, your very first Elder Scrolls games is very special, especially like if you're into this kind of game. This zombie can actually deal some heavy damage, so I'm just gonna play this like a coward. You know, I think I have a magic potion in my inventory, so let's just shrug it. Yeah, there we go. And with enough fireballs, oh, let's just run here. There we go. I have the same with Morrowind, yes. And I think it's a beautiful thing. I absolutely think it's a beautiful thing. Because, you know, it means that these games have affected us in a way. And, you know, that's the purpose of art. Or, okay, I'm making a very general comment about art here at the moment. And I know that art could be like a contentious subject, or rather like it could be controversial to say like what is true art. But like I think one of the criteria for art is, you know, having something that, you know, affects you in some way, shape or form. And I definitely think like these games have done just that. And also this is not a bug or whatever. Like these rats, they act just this way in vanilla as well. Like, these are hard-coded to just be chilling at the door. I haven't played the remastered Oblivion yet. Oh, you haven't? Looks much better visually. I agree, 100%. I have played this a little bit, as I said, but I haven't finished, like, an entire run yet. So this will be my very first, and I'm really happy and excited to do it. Alright, and as I said earlier, the tutorial... Oh, there are two rats here. Let's shield for a second. The tutorial is probably gonna... Oh, there are 3 rats. Alright, okay, I might have bitten off more than I can chew. This is probably fine. But we'll see. Okay. Okay, they're running that way. That means I can run over here. And I'm already like using a new feature, the sprint mechanic. This is not something I could do in the vanilla version of Oblivion. But I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, you're dead. Alright, there we go. Okay, I've already used up my mana potions. That's probably not ideal. But whatever, we got through it. Like, the most important part is, of course, not dying, as that would totally invalidate the run. Let's heal up for a bit and just keep going. But yeah, like, the tutorial is probably gonna be the most dangerous part. I mean, there is one additional part, like, very late... that occurs very late in the game, that could also be a bit dangerous, but I do think that the tutorial will overall be the most dangerous part of the run. Given the fact that you can't really pick your class, you know, you only start with like the basic spells and stuff like that. Let's see if you can fight them one at a time, just to make it safe. And yeah, you're basically limited in the amount of options that you have. I mean, Soup of the Week, a question for you. In Morrowind, and I posed this question to you specifically because, you know, Morrowind was your first Elder Scrolls game. In Morrowind, there is no tutorial. You just walk out of the boat into Seydanin, and like the entire world is open to you. And I can admit that there's like some beauty to that design, like the very non-handhold way of you know, creating a game. But would you say that Morrowind would benefit of a tutorial? Because I kind of do, personally. Look at all the nasty bugs. I don't think the bugs were there in vanilla. Okay, I don't really care about the tutorial. Okay, so now we have a better shield. Let's see if we can use it, and let's drop off something that's heavy. Yeah, so let's drop off this axe, perhaps. There we go. I don't really care that much, like, which gear I'm using, or like type of armor, I should say. But like, if it matters, like, then light armor will probably be better for me, actually, in the long run. But it will hardly matter whatsoever. And I did pass one chest, if you didn't notice, with an average lock. And I just don't want to spend time picking locks. That's literally the only reason. I don't even remember what's in that chest, but hopefully, probably it's nothing like super important though. It's the block there. There we go. And I am taking my time to loot things, because we will need a few gold pieces early on in order to get our character going. Like, not that much gold. Like, this is not equivalent to the Morrowind preparation that I went through. In Morrowind, you know, we had this, like, shopping arc, basically. Where we went around and just bought a bunch of spells and crafted a bunch of spells and stuff like that. Oh man, some parts of your message are under my webcam there. Can I move this down a bit? I think I can. Alright. I think a tutorial in Morrowind might help it make it more accessible for new audiences. but personally the lack of hand-holding made it all the more memorable for me. Yes, that I can definitely see being the benefit here. The world of Morrowind felt much scarier and therefore much immersive, but maybe I'm biased. I mean, given that Morrowind was your first Elder Scrolls game, I do think some bias is there, but that's fine. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I am biased towards Oblivion myself. But you know, that doesn't mean like your arguments aren't like valid or rational. I mean, I get the point, I guess, about the world feeling scarier, because you don't really know what to expect when you go into a dungeon in Morrowind. But when you have a tutorial like this, you already like get an understanding of what you're gonna face. So in this case, you know, you're probably gonna face goblins and rats and maybe zombies, and that could take away like the surprise factor. Sorta, maybe. Like, I could see that. And again, I'm trying to loot some things just to sell later on. Okay, there seems to be no more enemies here. Perfect. And soon we're gonna enter the, you know, scarier parts of the dungeon here, the tutorial dungeon. Where we start to face goblins. You know, let me just take a sip real quick. There we go. I should also remember to quick save, because when I did some testing this weekend, I did notice that this game crashed a couple of times. Like, it wasn't like an isolated instance, like it was like multiple times, which was very concerning. Like, hopefully that was just like my computer acting out or something. But I guess we'll notice. And I'm gonna take my time here to not alert this goblin. I don't think I can kill goblins actually. I probably can, but not easily. So I'm just gonna try to avoid them as much as possible. Let's see. Good. But I know that there's another goblin here ahead of us. But there's a trap we can use to kill him if we're kinda... like, if our spacing is correct. Let's see if we can get it. We cannot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run. I don't think I have it in me to beat the goblins, and we can use the sprint mechanic to our benefit. Of course, we can use these as well, these logs. And this is a bit risky, you know, having enemies, oh crap, run after you, especially if you're getting over encumbered like this. But it should be fine. Oh, I hear him. Okay. Let's also try to preserve as much stamina as we can. And we're just gonna run past. Here we have a wizard. Put up some magic, but that's fine. We just keep running. We're not fighting the goblins. We are not fighting the goblins. This should be a chest here. Yes. I did break a few lockpicks there unnecessarily, because I tried the auto attempt. I just assumed that a very easy lock would be immediately opened with the auto attempt. But I guess our security skill is extremely low. Okay. That was probably the most dangerous part of this entire tutorial dungeon. Those goblins right there. Because at this point of the game... Okay. I just heard like a door open. I just assumed that there was a goblin after me. At this point of the game, you have these guys to help you out. So you can just... well... use the fact that you have allies. No, and these guys are way stronger than you, so that's us. Totally fine. Or super advantageous.
As you would, they cannot list the sky.
Okay. And as I said, like if you want me to like not skip the dialogue, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to listen to it. As I said during like race or character creation, willpower will be the most important attribute for this run. I don't think I can explain the reason, but it's very simple. The higher your willpower, the higher your magical regeneration. And spells are going to be very important to our strategy, which is why we play as a Breton. And the lady, bird sign, also increases our endurance, which increases our hit points, which is very handy
Signs I
due
read.
to the fact that we're playing a hardcore with a hardcore rule set.
You may as well. Stick close and let us do our job.
So it's like that bird sign is like perfectly made for us. And again, at this point of the game, all I'm gonna do is just abuse the fact that we have friends. So I'm just gonna make sure that assassins start attacking, and they just run forward. And yeah, at the moment, I'm just gonna be a huge coward, sit back and just allow everyone else to do the fighting for me. Hopefully, I won't aggro anything. I'm pretty sure that these bugs are not part of vanilla. Like these bugs actually make the game a bit more immersive and a bit more gross, but gross in a good way. All right, let's keep looting all the potions we come across. And these guys are still fighting. Let's see if there are any like corpses and stuff.
Over here. The Emperor's in danger.
Yeah. I think you got it, Boris. I don't think I can do much for you. And here we go. Okay, we have a lot of potions right now in our inventory. That's great. That's good. That's exactly what we want. Well, we have a bunch of everything, I guess. But the things that we need, or need might be a strong word, but want are magic potions and health potions. Like basically everything else is optional,
Let me take
even though it could be advantageous.
Looks
Alright,
clear.
this is gonna take a few
We're almost
seconds.
through to the sewers.
One thing I'm kinda curious about is like, why do they insist of taking this path? Because we have established now that assassins are waiting for us on every step of the way, and these guys are trying to protect the Emperor with their lives, as they say. At early on in the tutorial, one of the guys say that there's no, like, we can't turn back now or something along those lines, but like then he never gives an explanation, and like it feels like it's so much better to turn back than to fight assassins for sure, right? Like if you turn back out of the prison and don't take the prison route, I mean they won't find me, so I guess that's something. But I feel like that would be way safer for Ural Septim here. But maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe there's like a reason. I never thought about that. Plot hole. I mean, maybe there's a reason. Like I don't know. But I feel like you can probably safely escort Emperor Ural Septim like across the city. Because I mean, there will probably be assassins to attack him there as well, but at least then you have like the city guards perhaps to help you. I don't know.
I can go no further.
And
You
this is
alone
like kind of a
stand
cool
against
cutscene-ish thing that they've added in the remastered version. Like they've properly animated this killing.
You chose a bad day to take up with me.
There we go. And my, you guys have been busy. Oh shit, that's a lot of guys. Well, hopefully some of them have potions on them. I mean, say what you want about the blades. They do their job, all right. I mean, I guess they don't because because the Emperor is dead, but they punch above their weight. Let's just say.
We failed. I failed.
Something I've always liked about this dialogue right here is that at some point he will like guess the class that you are, and I've never like truly figured out like what he bases that guess on. I like to think that he guesses based on like what you do in the tutorial, like which skills that you use, and if that's the case, that's really cool.
Strange.
Let's see what he guesses now.
Joff. Although you first, you need. It's a secret here.
Okay. I want him to guess a... like a rogue or like a knight. Look, or... Man, there's so many classes. I'm gonna say agent. Hopefully I'm an agent. Let's see.
There are rats and goblins down
Scout! Ooh, that's
there. From what I've
close.
seen of
That's
you,
close.
I'm guessing you're experienced.
I'm gonna create a custom class, of course. But you know, it's fun to see what they guess. Okay, so let's have a little discussion. Like, what are we actually doing? The only thing I've really said thus far about the strategy that we're gonna use is that it's magic related. Thus, willpower will be our most important attribute. And if there anyone in chat that's, you know, experienced with Oblivion on max difficulty, I'm pretty sure everyone, you know, is gonna know exactly what kind of build I'm going for. I'm gonna go for a build that basically invalidates the fact that we're playing on max difficulty. But first and foremost, specialization, magic, makes sense with everything I've said, I guess. We're playing a mage, we're playing a Breton, magic skills are great for us. Let's move on. Willpower, the most important attribute. And you might think I'm gonna go on oh crap, I can't speak. I'm gonna go for intelligence or endurance or something, but I'm actually gonna go for luck. And the reason why I go for luck is that luck, like, basically... Okay, I probably won't put this into words correctly here, but luck, like, affects the passive bonus, or... yeah, passive bonus of skills that you get, of all skills. So basically, like, if your one-handed skill, or swords, or blades as it's called in this game, increases your damage with swords, the luck attribute will also increase your damage with swords but you know, to a lesser extent. And this is important to us because we're playing as a mage character, and what magic skill does in this game is that they lower... oh, please correct me if I'm wrong here. That they lower the magic cost of casting spells. So this is basically an attribute that's used to reduce the cost of spells, basically. And again, willpower to regenerate our magicka. Okay, and now we get to the most important part of creating a class. Like, what kind of skills are we gonna choose? Because these determine which skills we need to level up to, you know, level up our character overall. And it determines which skills is gonna get a 20-point bonus. And apparently they also increase the rate of leveling up these skills. The most important skills that we're gonna get: conjuration and illusion. In fact, I would be totally happy if this is enough. Like, if this is it. Like, I don't really care about any of these other skills. Conjuration and illusion, that's all we're gonna need. I guess I'm gonna, you know, show and explain a bit further why these skills are so important. But for now, I'm just gonna say that illusion allows us to become invisible, and you probably remember from Morrowind that becoming invisible is extremely good. And conjuration allows us to craft, or rather summon things to fight for us. And that's very strong as well. But you can't create a class without 7 other skills, so I've basically just gone through these skills beforehand and just picked up a few that I think might be useful. So let me just explain my choices, but I just want to, you know, point out that these other 5 skills are not, like, important at all to my build, but I have to pick something, right? Athletics. Let me move faster. That's literally it. Light armor. I'm gonna, fairly early on into the run, get a set of armor that happens to be light armor, so, you know, why not pick the skill associated with that? Especially because we're playing Deathless, so maybe it will matter, probably not. Security, just to, like, get through locks quicker. I mean, you can also use magic for this, but that would require some grinding that I kind of want to avoid. Like, one of the differences between this game and Morrowind is that you need a set amount of skill points in order to even, like, cast a spell in this game. In Morrowind... Oh, hello there, fellow! Thank you so much for tuning in! How are you doing? You just caught me, like, discussing the class that we're gonna play for this run. But yeah, as I was saying, like, in Morrowind, you can attempt any spell in the game. Like, at the start, like even at level 1, like your chance of successfully casting that spell might be very low, but you at least can make the attempt. That's not the case in this game. In this game, in order to like cast the most powerful, like say destruction magic, you need a lot of skills in destruction. So we're killing all the cliff racers in Oblivion, right? Yes, every single one. But luckily for us, that's not an issue in Oblivion. It will be so fun if there like is a dungeon somewhere with a cliff racer, and I would like be obligated to actually go to that dungeon and clear it out. That would be really cool. The last 2 skills that I've picked is Sneak and Speechcraft. Sneak is actually more is better than I thought when I started playing, because you can actually do some pickpocketing in the main story that will save you like a fight basically. Mission complete! Good cliff racer percentage speedrun. Yeah, there we go! I'm just that good. You know, Oblivion initially had cliff racers in it, you know. But as soon as I just started my first playthrough, you know, every single cliff racer in every single copy of the game just vanished. Speechcraft, this is just gonna basically replace Charm. It's basically useless, but there we go. This is our class. This is what we're playing. Sure, it can be named Adventurer. Let's continue with this. Yes, there we go.
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, I don't...
Okay, but that means that... Oh crap, I did pick the wrong option there. That means that we are done with the tutorial. Or not yet. I guess we need to like find the actual exit of the sewers, but that shouldn't be an issue. Oh, and also, now that we have created our class, we can actually, we do receive some spells related to the skills that we picked. And we picked Illusion, which gives us Starlight, and Conjuration, which gives us Summon Skeleton. And I'm already gonna make use of this. I love that Cliff Racer were so notorious they made it into lore as a huge problem for Morrowind. Yes! And that's kind of cool. Like, that means that every single player of Morrowind has dealt with Cliff Racers at one point or another. And you know what? It's a shame that they haven't, like, created any other, like, flying monster. Okay, I say that when we have a game with dragons in it. Alright, so aside from, you know, that little detail, they haven't oh crap, here we go. A little rat. Okay, save me, skeleton. Yeah, aside from dragons, they haven't really created any flying enemies. Flying enemies are cool, man. They kind of change, like, how you approach the game. Oh, I wonder how Morrowind would be with dragons in it, because that means that using levitation magic to just fly over the world might not actually be that viable as an approach. Maybe there's a mod for that or something. Alright, let's also discuss a bit... Oh. That's a nice thing right there. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. I'll just ban that bot later then, I guess. Save this skeleton. Oh, thank you so much, Velo. I tried to figure out my my Lyat here. But yeah, as I was saying, skeletons or conjuration in general. Why is that so good in this game? Like, why is this guy my primary way of dealing with enemies? Here's the thing. And it would be kind of cool if they actually changed this in the remaster, but they didn't. You see, the way difficulty works in Oblivion, and I think this is also true for Morrowind, but that's not... But I guess that's not relevant to this discussion right here, because we're playing Oblivion. What the difficulty does... Hello, are you gonna fight? Is this a friendly rat? Okay. Is that it increases the amount of damage that you take as a player, and the difficulty also reduces the amount of damage that you deal to enemies. This is the reason why everyone is so incredibly spongy on max difficulty Oblivion. and why basically everything one-shots you. Not rats, but other things. But these modifiers do not affect your summoned monsters at all. So from the perspective of my skeleton, we're still playing on normal difficulty. So this basically completely undermines the difficulty altogether, and allows you to basically beat every single encounter in the game just using conjuration magic. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna abuse this fact, and I must say the game looks stunning with the remaster, and this isn't even max graphics settings. I think it defaulted to like high graphic settings on my system, and I can't be bothered to change. I did briefly consider like adding an additional rule to like ban fast travel for this run, but I elected to go against it because I think the only thing that's gonna happen is that it's just gonna make the run longer without adding any like complexity or danger. So like if it's in the game, like why not use it? All right, so now that we're free, like we're out of the dungeon, we're out of the prison, we're a free man, we can do whatever we want. The first thing we're gonna do is sell a bunch of stuff. I guess I can keep my armor, but everything else has to go because I'm gonna need some coins at the start of the game. Not that much. Like I'm only gonna need like just under 1,000 gold, perhaps. And that's it. Like, and that's gonna last me for not the entire run, but like 99% of it. And this is the reason why I picked up so much stuff in the tutorial dungeon. And I'm real quickly also gonna start the main story quest line fairly quickly, going to Waynon Priory, and because you get some free items over there as well that you can sell. But yeah, let's keep these things. I'm not sure that I need to necessarily. Like the reason for selling these items would be to clear up some inventory space, but I think this is fine. So we're already at 397 gold.
Thank you.
And
take care.
We basically need 400 gold more or something, and we're basically done with our gold requirements. And also, unlike in Skyrim, every single city is already unlocked as a fast travel location in Oblivion. I think this is a very poor decision, to be honest. I think you should probably need to visit a city, like, quote-unquote, the normal way before you're able to fast travel there. I mean, for this run, it's super beneficial because it's gonna be expedient and, make our life easier. But, like, from a game design perspective, I'm very happy what they did with the Skyrim. Is it me, or does the design of the NPC looks a bit better in this remastered version? I totally agree. I totally agree, Soup of the Week. Yeah, like some of the proportions, I guess, was a bit off, and stuff like that with the earlier NPCs. Like not all of them, but
farewell.
Yes, some of the NPCs, Vanilla Oblivion looked a bit off. But yeah, now we're here. So, what has happened so far in the story? We are a prisoner, or we were a prisoner, and for some reason the Emperor had like a secret escape path that went through our prison. And as we saw, the Blades decided to escort the Emperor through our prison in order to get him out, because apparently like these weird assassins are after him, the Mythic Dawn assassins. Unfortunately, he did not make it, but he saw something in us. We know that the Septims have this mysterious power. Like we already know this from Morrowind, I'm pretty sure. Like they have some sort of divination magic or something. And Ural Septim, he met us and he saw something in us, and it was like, I trust you, dude. Like, you can fix this like conundrum that we're in, because what the Emperor realized is that this assassination like will have further repercussions, like having the Septim bloodline like die out like this, like that's not good for like the health of the Empire, I guess. But the Emperor has a plan. There's a secret heir to the Emperor that has not been killed yet, as far as we know, by the assassins, and we need to go find him and put him on the throne, so that that mysterious heir can fix things for us, I guess. This is Joffrey. He is like the Grand Master of the Blades, the bodyguards of the Emperor. And again, I'm just skipping through the dialogue. If you want me to not do that, please let me know. And this is basically what, you know, what I told you is basically what Joffrey is telling us. He knows about this secret heir that's somewhere, and he wants us to go find him. So let's drop the heavy stuff. There we go. I should probably make sure to actually equip light armor, given that that's what I'm gonna use, but it's whatever. I'm also gonna talk to the rest of the people here in the priory, if I can find them. Apparently they're not here, they're not sleeping here either. Because every single person at this base can actually give you some items and stuff like that. You know, fun fact if you didn't know. Not that what they give you is super valuable or whatever, but it's something, it's free. Free is good.
How do you do?
And this guy's lagging around the horses, that's nice.
But where?
So we got a repair hammer out of him. And the other guys might be praying in here, perhaps? One thing I kind of dislike what they've done with the entire Elder Scrolls series is that they kind of have repurposed the purpose of the Blades, like this organization that is protecting the Emperor in this game. Like in Morrowind, the Blades are like agents, basically spies that have infiltrated Morrowind in order to, I guess, undermine the Dunmer in favor of the Empire or something like that. In this game, they are just like warriors, basically, and they live in their Cloud Ruler Temple, and they basically exist to serve as the elite soldiers or whatever of the Emperor. And in Skyrim, apparently Blades are dragon killers. That's what they're doing there. So like it feels like they haven't really ironed out exactly what the Blades are supposed to be. I mean, I'm sure there are like lore reasons for why they have all these rules. That's not what I mean, but rather I feel like the writers are making like these, I guess, superheroes that just does everything. But we'll see if that trend keeps up in the next Elder Scrolls game, whenever that releases. Okay, we're sitting pretty at just under 600 gold. This is a bit less than I want, but it will have to do for now. Cool. And now that we're here, I'm gonna do something extremely controversial here. You might not actually like me after what I'm gonna show you.
Yes.
Yeah, but I guess that's up to you. I'll allow you to make whatever judgment of me that you wanna make. So we have a few gold coins to our name, less than what we want, only just under 600. We need more, but now that we're here in the Imperial City, I figured it could be wise to do some training. Because as I mentioned earlier, in this game, you cannot even attempt to cast certain spells if you don't have the skill points for it. And the only way to get skill points in a skill is to train. And the most efficient way I've seen or figured out that, you know, you can do it in order to train your skills is this. You rest or wait in order to recover your magicka, and you empty out your magicka bar, casting a spell of a certain school that you want to level, and you just do this for a couple of minutes. Now, you might be saying, okay, this sucks, but this isn't controversial. Yeah, this is just how you level things in Oblivion. We still like it. Thank you so much, Super Weak. But you might not like me after I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Now, here's the thing. I can stand here for several minutes just leveling Conjuration and Illusion. And I want to get these skills up to, let's see here. Yeah, I want to get these skills up to 50 each. Because that allows me to cast journeyman level spells. So that's gonna take a couple of minutes. But there's a way I can make this a bit quicker. That's gonna be very controversial. And I completely understand if you look at me with resentment after I do this. But you know, you can just use console commands. Now, I'm gonna do this with the explanation being that this will effectively not change anything with the run, except that I'm just gonna level up a bit quicker. Alright, you've already seen the method I was gonna use if I'm gonna do this training session legit. So it's doable, it only takes time. So by doing this, you can just gain the skills using cheats. I'm literally cheating right now. We were promised a vanilla play. Yes, yes you were. And I am betraying your trust at the moment. Yes I am. I admit it. I am a cheater. I'm a dirty cheater. But this will save us all. Oh god, I wander into this! I'm sorry, hi locals. Look away, look away. Look away. Yes. All I'm gonna say is this saves us all time, basically. So I'm gonna use console command in order to not just sit here and train my skills for the next like 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna do this, okay? All I'm doing right now is a time saver. Like the run, like everything else about the run won't be affected by this whatsoever. All we're doing is saving time. I'm getting my conjuration skill to 50 and my illusion skill to 50. There we go. So that's it. Cheating done. Hi locals, by the way, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you? Thank you so much. Also for tuning in at that opportune moment. But yeah, as you can see, we have now quote-unquote leveled our skills to 50 using sheets. And our sheeting is now done. And I'm just gonna grab the levels that this will give us. Now this is something very new to the remaster. They've actually... I'm not feeling so well after witnessing this. I understand. I completely understand. And I preface this with, you know, my complete understanding that you might be, you know, regarding me now with disgust and contempt. And I fully accept all consequences and full responsibility of the situation. I am a horrible person. I know this. But this is something that they have dramatically changed from vanilla Oblivion. And I think this is a huge boon to the game. So, in vanilla Morrowind and Oblivion, in order to get as many attribute points as you possibly can when leveling up, you need to, like, level up your skills in a very peculiar way. And that's not intuitive whatsoever. You basically do not want to level up your primary skills if you can avoid it. You know, until you actually want to get your level, only then you level your primary skills. Otherwise you just want to avoid them whatsoever. And that's completely unintuitive, because you know, you get the sense that if you're picking a class that, say, is good with light armor, then you probably want to level light armor. But if you're gonna be optimal in vanilla Morrowind Oblivion, that's not the case. And apparently Bethesda or whoever remastered this game felt the same, because that system is altogether gone. At this point, you can choose 3 attributes to increase, and you have 12 virtues, as they're called, that you can spread out across your attributes. And this is way more intuitive, and I really like the system way more. So I'm gonna do this kind of spread. Willpower, again, our most important attributes. It affects our magical regen, and luck reduces the cost of spells, which is why I want luck. And you can only pick 1 point in luck, by the way. Otherwise I would have picked more. And the rest of the points, I'm just gonna put them into endurance to increase our health. Maybe we won't get one-tapped by an enemy. So I think I'm gonna get like 2 or 3 levels from our training session here. And the stat spread is gonna be exactly the same. There we go. I've actually had a lot of thoughts about how different Elder Scrolls do their progression systems. And there we go. My opinion is actually that Skyrim is the game that does things the best. Or maybe like Oblivion Remastered, now that they have changed this system. But I don't think like any specific Elder Scrolls game have like completely nailed it. I feel like you could craft a better system than all of the system that they have used right now. That's not to say that any particular game is doing anything wrong per se. It's just that at least for me personally, I think like the progression system could be better. And that you know, I'm saying that as a person who loves the way Morrowind, or rather Elder Scrolls, do level up. Like, they're not using experience, they're using like these incremental skill ups like this.
I lived in the Imperial City for a while, but
okay, so what we're doing now after our training session, we are gonna join the Mages Guild. I've said many times already that we are gonna play magic focused, and here in Coral, let's see, wait for like 11 hours, we have the best conjuration spells that you can get from like a Mages Guild location. Like, I'm not entirely sure which summon is the best in this game. And I think it's you. Great. Yes. Yes, I want to join the guild. But like at this level, as in level 50 conjuration, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Summon Headless Zombie. And let's see if we can actually... You know what? Let's actually use the mechanics of this game for a second and do some persuading. Because this will allow us to get this spell for a bit cheaper, which might be nice. And this system is a bit complicated, or I guess it's not. But I remember when I first played this game and I clicked on Speechcraft or whatever, like this thing just confused the hell out of me. Oh, I'm actually losing points. But basically,
don't, please, I'm sorry.
You want to look at his face and click the option with the most bars, I guess, when he's smiling. And you need to do that for a couple of times like this.
Try to manipulate.
And over time, your disposition with him will go up.
Yeah. Yes. Whatever you say.
Alright, I can't get it over 76, so that's the best I'm gonna get. Alright, let's see if we can haggle.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
With him. Maybe get something like this. There we go. We saved a few gold coins. Thank you so much. Alright, so now we have a new friend.
Go on.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Our headless zombie.
They say syndicates of wizards
I mean,
have led a boycott of imperial goods.
this
in the
guy,
land of the Ultimate.
it looks like he has some
It
issues
seems
going on right
Summerset
now.
Isle has become a
mean,
much
just-
more dangerous place.
Have you heard
Like,
about
I'm
this
not
attack
gonna
on
be
Farewell.
body shaming or whatever, but you know, placing
On the
him
very altar of love.
placing him next to a skeleton.
Have
No
you
doubt.
spoken with him
At least I get the impression that our skeleton is doing a bit better. But looks can deceive you. The headless zombie is actually very strong. And you know what? I'm gonna go for a test run right now with the headless zombie. And I know exactly who's gonna be on the receiving end on my zombie attack here. Because you see, there lives an elf here in this city here of Skingrad. He's a bit paranoid. Let's see if we can find him. He is programmed to like come look for you as you're entering the city. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Afternoon.
I mean that has been my experience. Like every time I enter Skingrad, playing a new game of Oblivion, this guy comes just running, being absolutely panicked. And I want to introduce him to my zombie friend. I think they would hit it off. Yeah, I think they would be great friends, or even more than friends. All we need to do is actually find him. And I'm assure you, I assure you also that this is not like a coincidence that I'm looking for this guy in particular. It is part of my run strategy to find, I think it's called Glarthir, and introduce him to my zombie friend. And you will very soon see why. Well, I say soon as I'm desperately just looking around every corner. Like, where is this guy? I was under the impression that he always comes running for you, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to look for him. That would be a shame, because I have no idea where he is. Okay, I've taken like 2 laps around the city. I've yet to find him, and he's not coming running towards me. Oh, that's a shame. All right, let's wait for an hour and see if he shows up. Oh no. Oh, there we go.
Starving. Oh, leave me alone. I can't talk right now. We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow.
My guy, you're giving me mixed signals here, okay? But okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll accept it. All right, so he wants to meet us next to the chapel here at midnight. That's odd, but you know, we're a friendly guy. Let's accept. I forgot this fantastic voice actor in Oblivion. Yeah, it is kind of fun that, you know, there are like just a couple of people voicing basically everyone. All right, so here you go. Here's my friend, Mr. Zombie. And here's my other friend, Mr. Fireball.
What did I ever do to you?
Okay, who will win this fight, I wonder? Hopefully it's my zombie, otherwise I'm gonna be in trouble. Okay. Wait, what? Huh. Okay, listen. I wanted to kill him in order to join the Dark Brotherhood. And why I wanted to kill him specifically is because at this place there are no witnesses, which means that killing him is actually quite simple. You don't get any bounty or whatever. But I did not get the prompt that says that the Dark Brotherhood witnessed the killing. So I will have to find someone else. But I'm not sure who. Wait, does anyone know where like a secluded NPC lives? that could potentially be, you know, murdered. Because that's kind of necessary for the next step of the run. Huh. Okay. This complicated things a little bit. Okay. Where could you find like an NPC just being alone? And not mere guards. Like maybe, okay, now I'm just improvising. I have no idea. Okay, let's think about this for a second. I mean, in Kavach there are a bunch of civilians, but I kind of want someone who's isolated. Maybe I could like kill a beggar, perhaps. Because there is a beggar who was chilling here, but I don't know where he sleeps. Okay, yeah, things just got a bit complicated. And remember, like, if the guards find me, I mean, I can always go to jail, I suppose. I'd prefer not to, of course. Okay, I have no idea. Like I'm trying to go into my mind palace and just try to remember like what kind of NPCs you can find where. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, I have an idea. Let's see if this works. Okay, so next part, you know, full transparency. I want to join the Dark Brotherhood at the moment, and in order to join the Dark Brotherhood in this game, you need to murder like an innocent civilian, which, by the way, I think is a brilliant like way to introduce the player to the, you know, assassin faction. I really like you know how they've done this, and it's a shame that they didn't reuse the same like initiation tactic in Skyrim. But by the way, anyways, in order to join the guild properly, you also need to like do one contract for them. You can't just murder one innocent and let that be that. And I know I know beforehand, or you know, since I played this game before, which person they want me to kill. So I'm thinking, there's a guy after me. I'm thinking that maybe we can go and just kill him right now, perhaps. Or maybe that will break the quest. That would be a shame. I kind of want to try it now that I think about it. Because I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe old Rufio, as it's called, will be unkillable at this point of the game. You know, that's how they do it in Oblivion, by the way, when it comes to quests or like characters who are related to quests. They are literally unkillable until you have actually completed the quest that they're related to. I'm gonna assume that that's exactly what they're doing with Rufio, but I guess we'll see. If nothing else, maybe I can like kill the innkeeper, and hopefully there won't be like any guards around, because I know that there are like some guards who visit this inn. Here we go, the Inn of Iloman. You can see it at the top of the screen there, at my compass, that we're getting close to this place. So yeah, let's see if this works. Inn of Ill Omen. Okay. Do you live alone?
Well, I'll be a spotted snow bear, a customer.
Yes, I'm a customer, alright. Okay, so the first Dark Brotherhood contract that they give you is in regards to this man. Oh, he's not even here. Okay, that's how they do it then, I guess. He's supposed to be sleeping there. But okay, but I'm assuming they spawn him into the game once you've actually gotten the contract. Then, okay. Well, in that case, my friend, if you're alone here.
Well, I'll be a spotted Hey, come on now. There's no need to get violent. Yeah!
Oh.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. This is the part where you fall
This
down
could actually
and
be a
bleed
bit
to
dangerous.
death.
Wait, I have a shield, yes, but not a melee weapon. Okay.
Why won't you
I'll send your bloody soul straight to
Oh,
some
she
guard.
walked out. Okay, this could get messy.
Why won't you die?
And hopefully, like, the Dark Brotherhood will trigger. It didn't. Is it because I'm killing people with zombies? Oh no. Oh no. This changes things. Wait, do I need to get Killing Blow? And the woman just, well, she's not here anymore. Huh. Well, I guess at least there were no witnesses. That's something. And I guess I can go back and level up, but I need to find.
Well, who might you be? Hello, stranger. Yeah, right. Till next time.
I'm gonna try this again. We'll see if this works.
By the gods, there's a psychopath on the loose.
Okay, now you're just running. Is that it?
Help! Help! I'm being... Hey! Help! Help! Hey!
Wait.
What's going on?
This is such a messy way of doing this, but
By the gods, there's... By the nine divines! 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 By the gods, there's a... By the nine divines! What? By the nine divines!
Imagine if someone
By the
walks
nine
into the
divines.
stream right
Hey,
now.
Come on now!
Like what kind of impression
Hey,
does
come
this
on
give you
now.
guys?
By the nine divines!
And is she even dying? Like I can't see her health or anything. It's revenge for console commands. Yeah, maybe.
By the gods, there's a...
Is she? Oh, there we go. Now. Such a messy way to actually join the guild. Or rather, the Dark Brotherhood. Man. But you saw the prompt in the top left corner, right? Your killing has been observed by other people. Or whatever, something like that. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's sleep. I mean, it didn't go the way I... Wait. Isn't he supposed to visit you? Like, look... It's brilliant, very entertaining. Well, there you go. You know, that was my plan all along. To be a... yeah, this scene looks very suspicious, I must say. But why didn't he come find me? Like, Lucian Lachance is supposed to visit you when you're sleeping. Like, what's going on? Okay, there shouldn't be any witnesses to my, well, double homicide here. So hopefully no guards will have any bounty on me.
Have pity on an old war
Looks good to me.
veteran.
Well, in that case, let's actually sleep here. We can sleep for free if we do it at the Mages Guild. Because one of the perks of joining the Mages Guild is that you can sleep in all Mages Guild beds. Maybe it's not 100% chance each time you sleep. Yeah, maybe. But oh, what's happening here? Wait, what?
Hello.
I've never seen that spell effect before. Wait, what did you do?
Interiena's spells, recharging, and training in mysticism.
Okay, so you did some mysticism stuff.
Good day.
That's kind of neat. What? I can also...
Good tidings, citizen.
Apparently some
I can also actually loot this base, given that we're here.
Deepscorn Hollow.
I have joined the Mages Guild, so I can just grab things
I've heard others.
off the shelves like this. This is actually kind of a good way to get some money early on into the game. And as I said before, I don't need that much money. I just need a little bit. So this is hopefully enough. And I am over encumbered. What can we get rid of? Let's get rid of. Let's just get rid of the shield. I kind of want a shield, but I also need a melee weapon to actually make use of the shield. You can't block unless you're also wielding a weapon, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. All right, let's use a bed. There we go. Okay, and we're hoping now for Lucian Lachance to just show up.
You sleep rather soundly
Yes.
for a murderer. That's good. You'll need a clear conscience for what I'm about to propose.
I remember the first time I saw this guy, I was so excited because I didn't actually know for a fact that me killing some random person would actually get the Dark Brotherhood to spawn like this. And once I realized how it was connected, I just got so pumped. That we have this secret hidden faction of murderers, and in order to actually join them, well, you have to do a murder, and you can decide yourself when you do this murder, how you do this murder, and if you do it by accident like I did the first time, oh man, it's such a cool moment. You realize that there's so much more to the game than just being an adventure. You can be just an evil person. And of course, the Dark Brotherhood questline is one of the best questlines in this entire game. Maybe even the best questline. It's kind of a shame that I'm not actually gonna do basically any quest for the Dark Brotherhood. I'm only gonna do the first one. But yeah, I really like the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion. It was such a highlight of the first playthrough you did. And it's such a shame that the Dark Brotherhood is not... I mean, it's fine in Skyrim. But it's not nearly as good as the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion, in my honest opinion. Okay, so we're going back now to the Inn of Ill Omens, and we can still see the remnants of our murder spree. But that's all fine and good, because now... Yes, there we go. So now this guy has spawned. I'm gonna use the Blade of Woe. And if I remember correctly, this guy always dies in one hit. No matter what you do, basically. And then ragdolls like crazy as well. And by sleeping, Lucian Lachance should join us again.
So,
Yes.
now you are now one with the
All right.
Dark Brotherhood.
Let me also explain why I want to join the Dark Brotherhood. Now that we can actually join the Sanctuary in Shadenhall. You see, there's a merchant over there that I really, really want to get to know. Also, I remember seeing a post online that people think that Lucian Lachance is hot now. And I found that actually very amusing. Would you guys consider Lucian Lachance to be hot? I mean,
Have pity on
the stubble works on him. I'll say that at the very least. I need to just break myself into here, and I'm completely messing up. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm just gonna use auto attempt. I am bad at that minigame. Also, speaking of first your first moments when playing Oblivion, like seeing this door is also kind of creepy, especially with the ambiance, and you're speaking with the door and you hear this voice. The Dark Brotherhood was so cool. Yeah, I really like this quest line. There we go.
Great. But now.
Also, this is
Go
the
now
reason
to
why
your family
I
member.
prioritize light armor over heavy armor, because the shrouded armor. Oh,
And may the
I did
Night
not mean to
Mother
drop
wrap
them.
you in her
That's
cold
that's my
love.
bad. The shrouded armor is what? Wait, why am I? I'm just left clicking. Why am I dropping? Wait, what's happening?
Embrace.
Oh, it could be because I'm over encumbered actually. Okay, let's drop something then. Lucian has Aragorn vibes now. Yeah, yeah, you're yes, you're spot on. Because when you first meet Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, he also has the hood on. You can see his stubble and stuff like that. I didn't think about that. You're totally right. Let's see. Let's drop this. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening with my game. I don't want to drop it. I want to wear it. Why? Like I promise. I'm just left clicking. Here's my mic. Mic, what I'm saying. My mouse. You know what? I'm gonna just quick save and quick load and see if that fixes it. Does anyone have any idea what's happening? Like, why am I? And if I click the drop button, it also drops. It basically does everything except what I want it to. You know what? Let me restart the game. I have saved right here, so it should be fine. Give me a few seconds. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. So yeah, after we have spoken to and bought a few things from the merchant here in the Dark Brotherhood, we're actually completely done with this faction, unfortunately, because there's only that one thing I want. Let's see if we can get the game starting. Yeah, there we go. But we're actually not done with the prep. You might have noticed that we haven't really done much in the terms of like main story quests yet, which is true. But there's not that much prep left. Okay, let's have a look. Can I equip things? Yes. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, the shrouded armor. It fortifies at least two skills that are sort of relevant for us with the Fortify Sneak and Fortify Illusion. So this is the armor set I'm gonna use for the most part.
But why, sister? What's the point?
So this is the guy I wanna talk to. I do need more money, so let's just sell all the crap we just picked up. And hopefully that will be enough, but we'll see. I think his spell costs like 300 gold or something. Something like that. And if I really don't have the gold, I can always like sell a potion or something. But yeah, we already see that we have more than enough, so that's good. Again, just joining guilds and looting everything in sight is actually kind of a decent strategy in order to gain gold early on. And I don't need any potions. Oh,
That seems a fair
poisons.
price.
There we go. Hard to speak sometimes. You know what? I'm gonna keep this wrist iron. They don't weigh anything, and I might actually use them later. As weird as that sounds.
Just take.
This I don't have
This
all day.
is a spell I
Hurry
want.
it up.
Deathly Visage. You remember perhaps from Morrowind how incredibly overpowered the Amulet of Shadow was? Well, this spell will allow us to basically do the exact same thing.
Just take.
Foul smelling.
My build is now complete in a sense. Let's see. Magic, and let's put these bad boys into my keybinds right here so I can switch between them. Alright, because let me show you why this is so strong.
Yes, of course I value
What you can do is that you can just summon your guy, your zombie, and with some mana regeneration or using a potion, you can also become invisible. And your mana, or magicka, I keep interchanging the two, will always recharge to full before your invisibility is over. Which means that you can basically have 100% uptime of your zombie at the same time as you're invisible. Meaning that you will never take a hit and your zombie will do all the fighting for you. And this strategy is so good that you can literally beat the entire game using it. I mean, even if the difficulty modifiers did affect the zombie, which they don't when you're playing on max difficulty, this strategy would still work. It would just take like an incredible amount of time just to do anything. But yeah, with that being said, you know what? No, let's wait. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna do the last part of the prep before we actually start doing the main quests. And when we start doing the main quest, that's basically all we're gonna do. Well, no, I'm actually lying. There's actually gonna be a few more weird steps, I guess.
You haven't seen my sons, have you? They went off into the fort.
But after we've done this part of the prep, we're gonna do some main story quests at the very least. Alright, so right now I'm trying to do a side quest here in Coral. I kind of expected a guy to be there in the inn, but apparently he's not. So let's just wait for a couple of hours and see if we can find him later. Okay, here we go.
Hail.
Hail to you. Doesn't seem to be there. Maybe I need to like wait until evening time. I'm just gonna have a quick look around to see if I can find him. He should have like a green shirt and blonde hair. Yeah, I can't really see him. Alright, let's just wait in the inn until like 5 PM or something. Yeah, I would kind of expected him to sit right there. Let's have a little wait.
Hello.
There we go.
You haven't seen
Oh, he doesn't have blonde hair. So, we got the quest called Separated at Birth.
What's the
And
news from the
we're
other
actually
parts
gonna
of
do
Tamriel?
the first parts of this quest. The reason why this is a... Wait, why do... This is the quest I want to have tracked. There we go. The reason why we want to do this quest is because we basically will get 2 summons for free. I say summons, but you know, that's effectively what it is. By doing this quest line, but not completing it. That's the most important part. We're just gonna start it. And the quest line is basically this. This guy in Coral says that he has like a doppelganger somewhere in Shadenhall. And he's like... That's annoying to me. Please fix it or something. I don't remember exactly. And that doppelganger is, as it turns out, his twin brother, and they have been separated at birth, and they're really happy to find each other and well, get to know each other, I guess. And his brother should be living in one of these inns. I'm not actually sure if I remember the right one.
Hello.
I don't think this is the one. No, I'm pretty sure it's the other inn. Yeah. I'm assuming he's sleeping at the moment, so let's just wait until daytime. And he will spawn. That's a lot of orcs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he sleeps behind one of these doors. Alright. So, I really like the fact that every NPC in this game has like their daily schedule that they follow. That's really cool. But it's really annoying if you want to find someone. There we go. That's the guy.
I would, but this reunion will.
Okay, now he's running toward Coral to find his long-lost twin brother. And you know what? We are gonna go to Coral ourselves and wait until their reunion has passed. Because right now, in-game, his character model is walking across the world in order to get there. Oh, I guess he's already there now.
What's going on with you?
Which is kind of neat that you can actually follow him across the world if you so desire. I mean, I prefer to wait. Let's see here.
I can't stop to talk.
Oh, okay. He is very close to actually meeting his brother. So let's just like wait for a couple of hours and let him say hello to his brother. And the next part of the quest should be activating.
Have pity
Cute
on
dogs.
an old war veteran.
And again, I'm not intending here to actually complete the quest. I only wanted to get to a certain stage, because that will do something very cool for us. Okay, so now you guys have, yes, you have met.
I can't. We have. Whether my since.
And now they want to find their ancestral home, called Weatherly.
Be careful.
Maybe? And they want us right now to talk to a scout that might or might not have figured out where this place is. Because apparently they know that Weatherly exists, but not where it is exactly in the world. But luckily for us, there's a scout here in the Fighters Guild that knows the way exactly. So let's talk to her, and she will mark a location on our map.
Hello, I don't...
Okay, this is another...
Goodbye.
This is another quest that I don't want to do.
We're looking...
You're the scouts, right?
Let me see. Oh, yes, I remember.
Oh, this is a new voice
Directly
actress.
South of Coral. Place here.
Cool.
Take care.
Huh, I didn't even know that they added new voices into the game. That's kind of neat.
Greetings to you. Greetings.
Okay, but yeah, she knows where it is, right there. You know what? I kind of realized something. I'm gonna hold off with doing this quest for now. You know what? Let's just do the main story for a couple of minutes. Because you do need to do some fighting. I just remembered with the brothers quest, and I kind of don't want to do that right now. I can be a bit stronger. So yeah, let's do the like the first quote unquote real main story quest. So if you remember, Emperor Uriel Septim entrusted with us the Amulet of Kings, and he told us to take it to Joffrey, the leader of the Blades. And Joffrey, in all his wisdom, also know about the hidden heir of the Emperor. That just happens to be a priest called Martin Septim, who lives in Kavach. However, we're here too late. The Daedra from their oh, sorry. Spewing out from their portal into Oblivion have attacked the city. All the city guards can do is create like this quarantine zone, essentially, to keep the Daedra threat contained within. So we can't really get to Martin at the moment. We need to shut down this gate. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Stand.
And this is basically him telling us what's happening. Alright, we should be good in terms of no more enemies being present. And now... oh crap. Now we can completely dominate this plane of Oblivion by using invisibility. So apparently they did send in one guard to try to do something with the gate, or maybe even more than one guard. Well, I know for a fact that there's more than one guard. But we're gonna ignore all of them and just run past all these enemies. Again, invisibility in these games. Very, very strong. In fact, invisibility in Skyrim is severely nerfed. Like, to the point where I find invisibility to be extremely inconsistent in Skyrim. Like, I feel like when I play Skyrim and I put on invisibility as well as being completely silent, using spells, of course, I always feel like enemies can still sort of find me, even though at a reduced sight range, perhaps. That's very different from how it operates in this game. Like, as you can see, I can just run across the plains of Oblivion without a care in the world. And I can just go right to the end of this dungeon, essentially. And, yeah, shut down the gate. Alright, and just remember, every time you use an action, your invisibility will turn off, which includes opening doors. So in those kind of situations where there's an enemy close to a door, you kind of have to... Yeah, you need to use some finesse, I guess. Okay, don't exactly remember the way, but it should be fine. This looks right.
Reach and power.
Dude, I didn't expect that. I'm. Wait, what? That's not supposed to happen. I am completely invisible. Wait, am I talking out of my ass at the moment? Yo, he can. I don't know why. I do not know why, but this guy can't see me. He kinda knows where I am. Okay. I guess we kill him. Oh, don't fall down, zombie, please. Epic duel. Come on, yes! Well done, zombie. And in... Okay, I'm not sure what's happening with the invisibility skill. I was under the impression that you were completely invisible. And because, as you can see, this guy doesn't see you. And here is an application of when pickpocketing is actually quite good. Because you need this guy's sigil keep key in order to get to the end of the dungeon. And usually you just kill him for it. But you can also... Oh crap, I think it caught me. Right. Yes, I didn't get it. All right. If it doesn't get you as you're sneaking like this, there we go. Just like that. You can actually just get the key from him this way, and you don't have to fight him. Some speed tech, even though this isn't really a speed run. Now, hopefully, the Dremora that fell down, you know, it's not with us anymore. And again, you need to be very careful when entering doors and stuff. Because enemies can be just right outside, and your invisibility can wear off. So let's see here. So here's a trap. Come on. Wait, can you go into the trap? Screw it. So yeah, the dungeon right now is just a matter of getting from place A to place B. Oh. Go, and we got the level up. And I do hear someone shooting fireballs at me, so someone kind of sees me. But this guy doesn't. Okay, cool. To be fair, you can also do all of these steps without being invisible as well. Just by running past enemies. But you know, there's some risks involved. Given that they will shoot fireballs at you and hunt you down and whatnot. So before I'm grabbing the sigil stone, I'm just gonna wait for my magicka to regenerate for a little bit so I can reapply invisibility as soon as I touch the stone. There we go. I knew for a fact that that guy was gonna do something weird. And we have the sigil stone, and that's all we need to do in order to shut down the gate. Easy peasy. We are quickly becoming the hero of Kavach. There we go. These guys will be very happy, and they want to retake the city. And this is another quest I actually really like in this game. That, you know, you get to attack a city like this with a squad of guards. There's very few quests in Morrowind where you actually fight with other people like this, which is kind of nice.
Come on.
I will eventually make this my active quest, but not now.
Do your worst.
And I've already explained how I fight. Well, fight. Not fighting at all, basically. Just putting on my magic and letting everyone else do the fighting for me. And luckily for us, we have even more people to do fighting for us. Being the guards. One more. And we should be good. There we go. Let's see if we can loot anything cool. Doesn't seem like it.
It's come on.
And right now they will enter the church, and yeah, that quest will continue on from there. I'm not sure why I'm looting, to be honest. I don't really need the gold. Could do with a shield though. There we go, cool. Well, that's not exactly true. I will need gold at some point, but not for a long while. So let's just enter here and let's find Martin and get him to follow us. So in this point of the main story, we're basically just explaining to Martin what everyone else has explained to us. We tell him that he is indeed the Emperor's son, and he doesn't even know it himself. And you know, given that we're here, we can also do a quick level up. So let's grab some willpower, some luck and endurance as usual. There we go. And now Martin is following us. And I'm not gonna do the rest of the quests here in Kavach. Basically reclaiming the city. Just closing the gate. That's all you need to do in order to get Martin to follow you. So let's head back to Joffrey. To tell Joffrey that we have the heir. And we have the Amulet of Kings. And that should be that. However,
Help!
something is going on in Waynon Priory.
Look, son.
Oh, I need invisibility on. There we go.
Watch out, there may be more of them.
And luckily for us, not only do we have Mr. Zombie to help us fight, we also have Martin. And I must say, like, the armor set that the Mythic Dawn uses looks really good. Like, oh, did Martin just kill my zombie? That's rude.
God's
Whoops. It's such a shame that you can't actually wear the Mythic Dawn armor as, you know, actual armor. And you can't even summon it, if I remember correctly, using conjuration magic.
Harry and strike.
But as you can see, like, having other people fight for you is a very legitimate way of quote-unquote fighting in Oblivion. And on max difficulty is probably the most efficient way. Well, I don't want to say that for sure. There might be like better options out there that I'm not aware of course. Alright, so what's happening here is that even though the Mythic Dawn failed in their assassination attempt of Martin, they attacked on two fronts. So they have taken the Amulet of Kings, unfortunately for us.
They've taken it. The amulet. No. We should get moving.
Now,
I won't rest easy until.
let me now continue on with the Brothers quest that we started earlier. And you can already see kind of why I want to do it right now. Because at the moment, both Martin and Joffrey will follow me. They act as followers. I say that as they're literally walking away from us. I think they just want to get on their horses. As long as they're following us, they will also fight for us. Every enemy that's, you know, just hostile, they will draw their weapons, throw their magic, and stuff like that. And given that you do need to do some fighting when you do the Brothers quest, separate at birth, that's the quest I'm referring to. Having these guys to follow us and fight for us will just speed up the process. In fact, I'm gonna use the fact that both Martin and Joffrey are both following me for a little while, actually. And there's a really interesting quest happening in this city as well. Or I say city, village, I think is more appropriate. In here, Hackdirt over here. It's kind of a cool place because it's a town-ish area, but there's no like fast travel to that point unlocked. So it's like finding this place for the first time is almost like you know, finding a city. Although there is a quest that guides you towards Hackdirt, so it's, you know, it's no surprise in that sense. I would very much appreciate if Martin and Joffrey would follow me here. Okay, what's happening? Oh wait, no. Now I get some. I think people can hear me now. Maybe. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Not only did the game crash, my entire computer blue screened. Yeah, Oblivion just forcefully restarted my entire computer. That has never happened before. I did say that there was a risk for game crashes, but and yeah, not even Morrowind did that. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, this was a turn of events. Okay, but we're back. Again, I apologize. Maybe I need to like get my computer checked out, cause oh no, enemies nearby, please. Cause yeah, maybe the crashes and whatnot are not related to to the games I'm playing, but rather my computer. Okay, we'll see if we can like wait again and not have the game crash. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, what I'm trying to do is to get Joffrey and Martin to get over here. Doesn't really seem to be working at the moment, so I have an idea. let's get here to Weatherly and just mark it on our map. Yeah, there we go. Now it's discovered. And then I should be able to fast travel somewhere. Let's say here. And hopefully they will show up now next to me. We'll see. Yes, here we have Martin, here we have Joffrey. One of them is on a horse. Let's fast travel back. And, well, at least Joffrey is here. Alright, cool. So yeah, having people following you is very good in this game. If you're playing on max difficulty. Because they can fight for you.
Parry and strike.
And they are not affected. Okay, we have one ogre that's after us. They are not affected by the difficulty modifier. Oh, and here we go. Here Martin comes to the rescue. The cavalry has arrived. Thank you. Man, imagine if there were mounted combat in this game. That was kind of cool. Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Quickly now.
Which means that as long as these two guys are following me, I should get as much fighting done as I want. Because, yeah, there we go. Because I knew for a fact that that quest required us to fight these ogres. Right. So now we can go back to Coral. We can complete the quest, or not complete, almost complete the quest separated at birth. And it just so happens that when you're on the final quest stage of the quest separated at birth,
hello,
these two guys will follow us.
What are you?
Let's go.
Right.
Which means, and now we're fully online, all right? And the game crashed. At least my computer didn't crash this time. But what's going on? Sorry about this, everyone. Well, at least it's kind of quick to restart. But yeah, something is acting up. It could be my computer. It could be the game. It could be both. Who knows? I mean, we did manage to play this far without major hiccups.
Hello. You haven't seen my son.
I'm not sure. As long as you can like restart the game quickly, I guess it's not too much of an issue. Assuming it doesn't happen again, that's gonna be super annoying. All right, but look at our squad at the moment. We have both the Germain brothers, or we should have both. I'm not sure why only one is showing up at the moment, and we have both Joffrey and Martin. And ourselves with the zombie. So right now, we are at peak fighting strength. And I'm gonna use this fact to do some fighting. So I'm gonna randomly travel to Skingrad for some reason. And I'm gonna completely clear out one dungeon. And
What?
And here we have all four of them. The fact looks like you're not... the only with crashes. Oh really? Like, are other people also reporting this game crashing? Man. Alright, squad, move out. I haven't like looked at forum posts or whatever when it comes to this game, so I'm not actually sure how stable it is. I did experience some crashes when I did some test recordings yesterday. So I definitely knew that this was a possibility. But yeah, seems so. And they're saying it gets worse the further you get. Ooh. I'm not too pleased to hear about that. Not gonna lie. Okay, I mean, if things get so bad that it's like completely impossible to play, I guess we'll have to figure out some adjustment. I mean, for now it's like kind of okay. As long as like my computer, you know, doesn't completely give up again, that would be awful. But yeah, I'm gonna completely clear out the dungeon. It's not this dungeon. It's just I'm just gonna use it as a landmark. It's somewhere east here of Skingrad, and it's gonna seem super weird and just random, like why I'm completing this particular dungeon. But it's gonna make sense, like towards the very end of the game. At least it's not your PC, but yeah, hopefully it's not more than the occasional crash. Yeah, if it's the occasional crash that just crashes the game and not my entire PC, then it's probably fine, because it's again very quick to just boot up. Here's hoping, I guess. Here we go, the Howling Cave. And the reason why we are clearing this cave right now is because we're at full fighting strength. Even though it seemingly does not make any sense. Again, we're in this weird situation here where our followers aren't here, but we can use this fast travel trick again to get them to spawn here. In fact, there are gonna be 2 dungeons that I'm gonna clear using this method. However, the second dungeon that I'm gonna fight, that's gonna be way more obvious why we're doing it. Because at some point, at least we got one of you guys. Let's see if we can do this again. At some point, you will need a Daedric artifact in order to progress the main story. And my plan is to obtain this artifact right now. Or not right now, but you know, in the not too distant future, in order to, you know, have that be done. Okay, so the NPCs are they're doing their own thing. For, you know, now we don't have Joffrey with us, only these 3 guys. But whatever, that will have to do for us. So I guess we're not at full fighting strength. We're lacking 1 person. And here we go.
You have but to lead us to Weatherly.
Yeah, we're not gonna go to Weatherly anytime soon. But I'm happy that you're putting your trust in me, Mr. Germain. Okay, so what's the correct path? I don't exactly remember. Here we have a ghost guy. There we go.
Take that.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Can they even hit the enemies? Oh yeah, they can. Alright. Because I know you can't actually hit ghost enemies if you're not using silver. Which is a very cool, like, little detail. Cool. But yeah, there is a deeper part of this particular dungeon that I need to get to. That is the hidden home of a bunch of wait, what I'm hearing? Of a bunch of necromancers. Oh, you already killed the mudcrab. Good. Okay.
Watch out!
It's very easy to get lost in these dungeons, I've noticed. There's not that many landmarks to look at. But I'm pretty sure this is the correct path. Maybe not. Huh, let's take a look at the map real quick. Well, yeah, so this is where I want to get to. Okay, so I need to go here and to the left. Yeah, down here. Perfect. This is the path. And we go down. Ah, okay. Wait. A hidden path. I didn't realize. Okay. So yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of necromancers here. They are fairly easily killed using our strat here. Again, ideally we would have Joffrey with us too, but this will do. I'm not sure what Joffrey is doing. Hopefully he's having a good time at least. Oh, I don't want him to hit me. Okay, good. I'm not invisible at the moment. And also, you notice that one of our guys just got unconscious. At least you saw the message in the top left here. And this just happens to be a quirk of this particular quest. Well, many quests, but including this one. That the Germain brothers will never actually die. They only become unconscious until you actually do their quest, of course. But we're not gonna do their quest, so we basically have immortal followers at the moment. And the same is true for Martin and Joffrey. So this is very unlike Morrowind, whereas in Morrowind, you know, if you're escorting someone and they die, you literally fail the quest. I kind of prefer the way to do it in Morrowind, to be honest, because this is very easy to exploit, as I'm doing right now. And also, the fact they're doing it in Morrowind, or in Oblivion, like, kind of completely eliminates all risk associated with actually doing an escort quest. Can I even carry this mace? I don't think I can. Well, probably, but I'm not gonna. So we have some more enemies here. So we have to do, unfortunately, go through every nook and cranny to just completely make sure that we have eliminated all the enemies.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Am I supposed?
Ooh. There are some like cool spell effects and stuff in this game, I must say. As in, you know, in the remaster. Okay, let's see. We seem to be done here. And we can go down another corridor. And keep doing this until this entire dungeon is cleared out. And
look out!
And doing this whilst we have all our friends with us is, of course, the ideal opportunity or moment, I guess, to do this.
You're outmatched, Elf.
Seems like they are using summons as well.
A little closer.
Yeah.
There's not really much to say or do during these fights. So in that sense, I guess the Morrowind playthrough was a bit more exciting. Okay, we have some cool magical weapons though. Okay, we are over encumbered. And the reason why I'm still looting stuff is because we will at some point need more money. So I'm not actually looting anything for their stats, unfortunately. And even if we do find something that would be related to a mage character, it's actually, or at first glance would be related to a mage character. It's still something I'm not gonna use long term, because I'm actually gonna enchant my gear eventually and use that instead. So yeah, looting is actually not that relevant for this particular run and this particular strategy, which is a bit unfortunate. But that being said, that's gonna change quite dramatically once the Skyrim playthrough starts, where looting it will be way more impactful and way more important. There we go. I think we might be done now. Over encumbered again. Let's drop this dwarven mace. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we got everything. Because that's where we came from, and we've gone down all the paths. Perfect, perfect. So let's do a save in case we crash. And let's get out of here. And as I said, there's one more dungeon I want to clear out using this particular strategy. And after that, we are completely done with the prep for now. And we will do most of the main story quests back to back. Not all of them, but most of them. So right now I need to go sell real quick. Get rid of the loot that we just got, just to clear up some space in our inventory, if nothing else. Then I need to go into an alchemy shop, buy some glow dust. And then we're gonna talk to our favorite Daedric Prince, Asura, and get her quest. Oopsie, it's not open at the moment. And for some reason, this is always the store I go through when I play this game. I'm not sure why. Imperial City, Three Brothers Trade Goods. Always been the shop I go to. From the very first playthrough to now.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
And luckily, in this game, you don't really have to worry as much about which merchant you go through. Because, well, this gold amount that they can buy your items for will never go down.
Fair deal.
So as long as I keep selling my items for less than 1,000 gold, they will always buy what I have to sell. And I'm not sure why, but it's only Oblivion that has this like trading system with replenishing gold like this, or rather gold not going down. And it's super convenience in terms of quality of life.
And
so again, everything we basically need is just potions, as well as, I guess, our armor that we're actually wearing. I'm gonna keep this black robe for later, because
that's a fair deal.
It doesn't weigh anything, and it can be used as a as an item to be enchanted later.
You got it.
I think that's it. So now we here we go. Now we only have healing potions, magica potions, things that doesn't weigh anything, some lockpicks, and our shrouded armor. And I'm gonna keep the Kavat shield in case I do want to use the block mechanic in this game, because well, I guess I can block with a dagger, but it won't be as good. And we have 2,000 gold. We're gonna need way more before the game is over, but that is good enough for now. So, as I said, let's go grab a glow dust, and we can do this here from the main ingredient shop.
Finally. I have potions and everything
I'm pretty
you
sure
need to make your own. What will it be?
There we go, one glow dust.
Another. Be seeing you.
Man, one thing I really like about Morrowind is that you kind of need to do alchemy in order to be a wizard. So you keep going back to an alchemy shop, and that's, you know, from a roleplay perspective, that's kind of cool, I think. I should also level up. It's not super important, but it will make me a bit more efficient in these fights. Even though it doesn't seem like I'm doing anything, but it will like get my HP to, or rather my magicka to recharge faster. Okay, so with this glow dust, I'm gonna head on over to a Daedric shrine, specifically the shrine dedicated to Asura. This is the shrine that the main quest will point you towards by default when you get to the point in the main story where you need to find a Daedric artifact. However, any Daedric artifact will do. The reason why I'm going for Asura specifically is because, well, you don't need to be that high of a level in order to just activate the shrine. Most Daedric quests have a level requirement. Well, all of them do, but Asura's level requirement is only level 2. And also, the quest itself is actually very simple to do. All you need to do is clear out a dungeon. I mean, the dungeon is filled with vampires, so the enemies that you're fighting are very strong. But that, you know, will not affect us, given the fact that we're just using our zombie and our companions. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient path to get to the Ashura Shrine. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure where it is. I just know it's like... Oh, I might be actually too far north. I know that it's north of Shadenhall, but I'm not actually... Oh, come on. I don't actually know more details than that. I'm pretty sure we're close. Even though we're probably not taking the most optimal path, I'll say that. I'm looking at my compass. Oh, there we go. At the top there. Because when you get close to a landmark, it will pop up. So now we know for a fact that Ashura Shrine is in this direction. So we are very close. Oh man, climbing takes a while. Wait, why am I so slow? Huh. And here we go. So what we need to do now is offer this glow dust to our fair lady. And of course, given that this is Ashura we're talking about, she will only talk to us during dawn and dusk.
I have seen your name, traveler, and heard it whispered in twilight. I ask a service which holds promise of fame and reward. Many years ago, 5 followers slew the vampire Dratic and its kin, but all were infected by the foul creature. Knowing their fate, they sealed themselves up in the vampire's lair. Their suffering weighs heavily on me. Travel to the gutted mine. The door will open to you. Bring the piece of death to my followers, and you shall earn my gratitude.
Well, at this point, I am used to taking orders from Ashura, so let's do it. Wait, is there like a sleeping bag or something around here that I can use? Doesn't seem to be. Unfortunate. Alright. I really like the fact that one of the conditions for completing the main story is actually doing a Daedric Shrine quest. Because then the main story points you towards the Daedric Shrines, which encourages players to find additional shrines out in the world. Because the artifacts you get are usually kind of fun. And there's even a gate to Oblivion here. Well, and the quests themselves are also really good. Like some of the best quests in Oblivion are the Daedric Shrine quests. But on the other hand, like finding the shrines yourself and doing the quests without being directed towards them is of course also very enjoyable, or would be, I guess. Okay, let's see. We have only the brothers with us at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Let's do a quick fast travel and see if we can get Martin and Joffrey to join us. We have their horses and we have both of them. Excellent. Alright, so you know the strat at this point. We will be a coward sneaking around, and for some reason Joffrey decides to wait outside. I'm not sure why. It is what it is. Here's a trap real quick. That's annoying, but it's whatever. It's up to Joffrey. If he wants to sit this one out, then that's fine. And these enemies are really scary.
Stay away.
So I'm gonna be real careful and try to not get in anyone's way as they're fighting.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
And we can hear the wonderful fighting dialogue that all of the NPCs have.
I'll send your bloody soul straight to Sabotage.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
You humans are just warming up.
Okay, Martin is unconscious, but our brothers are fighting well. Good, good. Everything is going according to plan.
Getting tired?
You'll never take me down. I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Take that.
Okay, seems to only be the orc lady left. There we go. Easy peasy. Everyone that's unconscious can now stop being unconscious, and we can keep on going. Okay, there are 2 more vampires to deal with. Let's do a safety save in case something happens in terms of crashing and stuff. And let's try to figure out the way there. I think it's past these hidden path. Yes, and there's only 2 left. Hiya.
Damn rats. Always skirting around in the shadows. Making me jumpy.
Imagine being a vampire and being afraid of rats. Okay, now they're coming. Okay. Ah!
Look out!
Do your work!
You know, I'm actually really lucky to not be dead at the moment.
You're pathetic. I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Ha! Take that!
And we have a picture as well. Okay, I'm very sorry about this, y'all. Something about this game is not agreeing with my computer. I'm not entirely sure what's happening, but because right now, yeah, my computer just died along with the game. Hi there, Joffrey. This could get very annoying very quickly if this keeps happening. It's happened twice, 2 times already. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. This sucks. I'm gonna try.
What's that?
I'm gonna try once more to see what we can do.
I better cut down on the ale. Starting to see things.
There we go. We have the.
Look out!
Man, imagine if I die as well. But yeah, as Hylocus was saying earlier, it seems like the game isn't optimized for many systems. And it's particularly badly optimized for me, apparently, given the fact that not only does my game die, my entire computer goes down with it.
Not on this day. Not on this day.
There we go. We did finish the quest at least for Asura here. There we go. Our squad is here. All good. Let's just loot some stuff. Just to sell later. Like I don't really have a system. I'm just looting some stuff and letting other things go, like basically at random. You know what? I'm gonna do a save in case everything just comes crashing and burning down again. And let's go out of here. Cool. Okay, cool. A lot of people. All right. So with that being said, let's do a save again. We have done all the prep that I intended to do for the moment. And at this point, I'm just gonna turn in the quest for Asura, get her Daedric artifact, and then just start doing main story quests, and basically nothing else. What will happen during this process is that both Martin and Joffrey will eventually leave us and go to Cloud Ruler Temple. But both of these brothers will follow us to the very end. Our loyal companions here. So that's nice. However, I'm gonna do that in next stream, which will be tomorrow starting at 6 PM. So, next stream, We're gonna head back to Azure Shrine, hand in the quest, head to Cloud Rule Temple, and just keep doing main story quests, basically until the very last quest. And after that, I'm gonna need to do some additional prep before we do the final quest, and that's gonna be it, basically. I think we can get it done during next stream, depending on how many times the game crashes and stuff like that. But I guess we'll see. But that will happen tomorrow, again, 6 PM Central European Time. Drop a follow if you want to get notified when I go live. And with that being said, wherever you are in the world, hopefully you're having a good time. And hopefully we, together, can have a good time playing some video games. Until then, peace out.